comic book cards are huge. And this break is a really fun one. You've got 2024 Avengers, 2024 Spider-Man, 2025 Fleer Brilliance Superman. You've got 2025 Topps Chrome Marvel. That's the Marvel Cinematic Universe product. That is just crazy. Those are the ones where the hobby boxes are going for like $600. There's 2025 Topps Chrome Deadpool. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but the hits that have been coming out of these are nuts. The cards are beautiful, and if you're a fan of comic book movies in general or Deadpool because it's goofy, this stuff is right up your alley. It is going to be a fun break, and we are going to get to it right now. All right, it is a number break. So all of your card numbers that were assigned to your spot are on the left side of the screen. For example, Corey has every card ending in a 5. Pete has every card ending in a 7. If we pull sketch cards, which that's what we want to pull, autos, we would love to pull autos out of Deadpool. They could be numbered with letters instead of numbers. So it will go by the character's first initial and the corresponding letter of the alphabet. So if we happen to pull a Ryan Reynolds autograph, that would go to the R spot. R, oh, now I got to count off my head. That would be 18th, the 18th letter of the alphabet. So that would go to the 8th spot. Something very simple like Colossus, that would go to the C spot or the number 3. So we'll go through it as we break, but let's get to it. We'll start with one of the bigger products and go with the mid-levels, then end with a bigger product. We'll start with Marvel since it dominates everything. And we will start with a hobby box of 2024 Upper Deck Marvel Avengers. What we're looking for out of here. We are looking for the metal cards. We are looking for sketch cards. There are all kinds of parallels. We're looking for the comic book cover cards. They look like hangers. Fun package, but there's your empty. Let's get these up here. Will they stay? That's the thing. Yep, but we're going to be careful. All right. Here is pack number 1. I do like the pack design. It does look like a retail product because it's a hanger product, but this is actually the hobby box. All right, good luck, everybody. And if you remember the old Impel Marvel Universe series, I want to say it was like 92. Those are up to about $500 a box. It's nuts. And that's on a good day. All right, foil backgrounds on all the cards. Good card design. But these cards remind me of those early Impel days. Moon Knight starts us out. Sandman. Bucky. Spider-Man. Iron Man. Battle Time. Avengers versus Living Laser. That is card number 22. So that goes to the 2 spot. Our first insert, and that's going to Paul. Right. Pack number 2. Yeah, love mixing it up. We do a lot of sports, obviously, but love mixing it up with some non-sport here and there, especially with how hot like Deadpool Chrome and everything has been this year. Captain Britain starts us out in the next pack. Firebird, Spider-Woman, Speedball, Tigra, and Battle Time, Avengers versus Lethal Legion. There's all kinds of foil on these cards. They're good-looking cards. This one's more foil and embossed. That one is card number 2. So that also is the 2 spot with Paul K. I got into a bunch of breaks with the Deadpool stuff. Waiting on one of them to get here. I did get an auto, so that was nice. But the Deadpool cards are crazy. And if you saw, they're mainly from Deadpool versus Wolverine. So if you remember in that movie, the end of the movie with all of the Deadpools coming together, there's cards for a lot of those Deadpools, which are pretty awesome. Captain America. Captain Marvel. Hey, Captain. Living Lightning. Manifold. Battle Time Avengers versus the Hood. Oh, there's one of those monumental covers. This Battle Time, that is card number 18. That is the 8 spot. 8 is Steve. Steve's got the Avengers versus the Hood. Monumental covers. That is Avengers Finale number 1. That is card number 22 in that parallel, or in that insert set. That is Paul K. That one is going to get a penny sleeve, though. Alright, keeping down the box. Hello. These are some thick wrappers. Alright, Battle Time and regulars. Alright, Black Bolt, Hawkeye, Hercules, Quicksilver, Hank Pym, and the Avengers versus the Masters of Evil in the Battle Time. That is card number 1. That is going to Billy. Billy with an insert. Then yes, as you can see, the Battle Times are 1 per pack. There are variations of those, along with most of the cards in the set. A lot of the comic book stuff is variant heavy. Kind of go along with how comic books are. Ant-Man, Wasp. Let's see. Spoken into existence. There is a parallel. That is the red parallel, as you can see from the background. Red Wasp. That is not numbered. But those reds pop. Let's get that penny sleeve. And this is card number 5 to the 5 spot. Let's spread some love here. That is Corey. Alright, rest of that pack. Rage, Mockingbird, and the Battle Time Avengers versus Ultron. Card number 5, also going to Corey. Alright, this is our halfway point of the first box. 5 more boxes to go. And Stanley Cup playoffs obviously are going on right now, as most of you know. As soon as we are done with the baseball break, we are going to be looking at doing another puck break in honor of the Stanley Cup, so get ready for that. Captain Universe, Luke Cage, Cersei, Hellcat, Ultimates number 13. Oh, Captain America on the cover of that. That is the Monumental Covers, card number 15 to the 5 spot. That is Corey. Ultimates number 15. I don't remember which set it was, but I think it was Upper Deck. Battle Time Avengers versus Korvac, card number 6. That's Steve. But they used to take Silver Age comics, pretty distinguishable by the big character placement in the upper left of the comic book that said 12 cents on it, and then there was just like Captain America or Falcon, something like that would be in the Captain America comics. They cut that out of some Silver Age books and embedded it into cards. It was kind of like a comic book relic type thing. Alright, this pack has Battle Time everywhere. Do we have a numbered? Or is this just Crazy Battle Time? This is just a Crazy Battle Time pack. Take a look there. Nothing numbered, but we'll take a look and see once we get to those. Stature, Dr. Druid, Sentry, which I guess is the most powerful of the Marvel characters now. Are we having a little trouble focusing here? What if we put it into the light carry-in? There we go. Alright, so let's see what we got. Okay, so we have a silver foil background of Avengers vs. Maelstrom. Silver foil is card number 21 to the 1 spot. That is Billy. Then you have just the regular. For some reason, there were 2 of the regular ones. Avengers vs. Baron Zemo and Avengers vs. Gravitron. Baron Zemo, card number 13. Gravitron, number 16. So the 3 spot, that is Billy. 6 spot, that is Steve. But let's get the 1 parallel penny sleeved. next one. Oh, we got a bronze. Sunspot, Synapse, Hulk, Red Hulk, Spider-Man, and a bronze background for Avengers versus the Wrecking Crew. The bronze is card number 3. Who's got 3? That is Billy. Billy's raking in the parallels to the Battle Time set. Alright, next one. Come on, let's see a sketch. Let's be greedy right off the bat. First box, greed. Okay, Silver Battle Time, Monumental, Silver Battle Time. Man, they are loving extra Battle Times. Alright, Dr. Druid again. U.S. Agent. Avengers versus the Masters of Evil. That is the silver. Avengers versus Thanos. That looks like it is from the Infinity Gauntlet book. That is a cool card. That is card number 4. Who got that one? That is Brian K. Storm, and then Monumental Covers. Dark Avengers number 1. This is card number 25 to the 5 spot. That is Corey. Alright, next pack. Overflowing garbage today. Alright, we got a blue background. Put that to the end. Nova starts this pack. Scarlet Witch. Wonder Man. Sharon Carter. Battle Time Avengers versus Taskmaster. That is card number 8. That is Steve. And then the blue background for Wonder Man. That is not numbered, but that is the blue. I think these aren't blue. No, these are not the blue FX. It's just the blue parallel. The FX parallels are in the Spider-Man box. That's a nice looking card. That blue works. If it was purple, we could have called it a color match. Alright, let's see. Ooh, we got numbered. Alright, serial number coming. But we will start with Quake, Darkhawk, Iron Fist, Submariner, there's Namor, Avengers versus the Grim Reaper. Card number 17, that is Pete. And then the Alternate Universe. That is card 372 out of 499 on the serial number. Alternate Universe Hulk. Card number 23. Who's got 3? That is Billy. That it will be penny sleeved and top loaded. The Alternate Universe Hulk. Let's get all hulky up there. Alright, last pack of the Avengers box. Oh, Alternate Universe again. Another parallel, or another serial numbered card. Black Bolt, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Sentry, Avengers versus Maelstrom. That is card 21 to the 1 spot in Billy. And then Alternate Universe, Hercules 2099. That is card 256 of 499. Who's got Hercules? The 9 spot, card number 9. That is going to Tommy. Alright, there's a good spreading of the wealth in box 1. We like that. Good looking cards. I think the only ones I have not seen out of what we're breaking today is the Spider-Man set. So I'm excited to see those. Alright, so let's see. Deadpools are crazy hot, so let's save those for a bit. Let's do Superman. Move these back here, give us a little room here. So we can go like that. Alright. 2025 Fleer Brilliance Superman. brand new Superman came out. I believe it is Ultra. It's either Fleer Flare or it's Ultra, but I think it's Ultra. That's going for some coin. These are all over the place in here. There's a lot of movement of these packs. Well, there is our, well, I'll give a hand over it. There's our empty. These packs are all over. All right. John Steele on the cover. Is that crazy, or do I remember Shaq playing Steele in a terrible movie? All right, these cards. Ooh, these are. You want to talk about foil? Granny Goodness starts out the Superman box. Guardian. Purple Lorzu. That is the purple FX of Lorzu. That is card number 88. Oh, Patrick Kane. That is going to Steve. Superman Revenge Squad. Cyborg Superman. That is card number 8. That is going to Steve. This is like a prism. Yep, that is numbered. All right. So we should get a few numbers out of this. This is Toyman, card number 73. So this goes to the 3 spot. This is Billy. That is 836 out of 999. We should get 3 or 4 serial numbered parallels out of this. This is like a disco ball parallel. Blue shiny disco balls. Let's just put these here for now. We're going to be using a lot of stands. Alright, so this has the classic covers as well. Bibo Bibowski. King Shark. Bruno Mannheim. Alright, Superman Annual number 11 is our classic cover. Is that one serial numbered? It is not, but that is card number 6 in the classic cover set. That is Steve. There's my favorite out of DC, Lobo, the main man himself. That is not serial numbered, but that is the purple variant, card number 58. The 8 spot doing well in this break so far. That is Steve. Steve with a Lobo, who makes his debut in Supergirl. So if you have an Omega Men number 3, you got a book that is going to fly up in value, because he will be one of the most popular characters in the DC universe. Alright, next pack. Superman, the man himself. Named his whole set after him. That is Joe Kent Superman. Maryland Moon Knight. Ultra Humanite. Classic covers from 2004. Superman number 204 on the classic cover. That is card number 14 to the 4 spot. That is Brian. And then purple Superman, card number 40 to the 0, and Paul K. We'll get a lot of those parallels penny sleeved after the break. Just for some time savings. You guys don't want to sit here and listen to me all day long. Oh, that's got to be a parallel. All right. Next pack, the Eradicator, Brainiac, Purple Mongol, Toyman on the Revenge Squad. Not numbered, but Toyman. Oh, sorry. Toyman is number 14 to the 4 spot. That's Brian. And Mongol, the purple, card number 76. That is Steve. And then how about a Superwoman on the red? Oh, that's a little bit more. Oh, I do like that they numbered on 1938, the year Superman debuted. Higher number, yes, but that's kind of cool that they did it out of the year that Superman, the Action Comics number 1 came out. All right, that is numbered 1074 out of 1938. There's a whole lot of those out there. That is number 27, 7 spot. That is Pete. But hey, think of it this way. There's 2026 Topps gold cards for baseball this year. All right, purple classic cover. I do like these cards. Valzad. Sorry. Rogel Zar. Helgramet. Desaad on the purple. That's a little Quasimodo-ish. Card number 64, the 4 spot. That is Brian K. And then Superman number 1, 1939. Came out the year after Action Comics did. We'll give that one its props. That is card number 2, classic cover number 2, 2 spot. Going to Paul. There are a lot of packs in this. 14 packs or something? Lois. Another Superman. Mongol. Purple Jor-El and Lara. That is card number 28 to the 8 spot. That is Steve. Classic covers. Action Comics number 252. I think that's the first Supergirl. That is card number 4. 4 going to Brian. There's a ton of cards in this break, but we do not mind sorting when we do the cover or do the number break. Metron. Strange Visitor. Purple Superboy. Card number 46. That goes to the 6th spot and Steve. Superman 154 on the classic covers. That is card number 13. Lucky number 13 to the 3 spot and Billy. Mr. Mixus Politic. I'm not even going to try the name. I know. But 267 out of 499. Card number 74 to the 4 spot. The only way you can defeat him is making him say his name backwards. Brian K. with a serial number card. That is the green, and that is the green geometric prism, which is green kryptonite, they call it. I like it. Green and the red are the two best looking parallels when you see those in person. Alright, the dog gets his card. There's Crypto. Old Mister again. Classic covers from the wedding album number 1, When Soups Gets Married. That is card number 12 to the 2 spot. That is Paul. Another Lobo. Parasite. Kind of Carnage Venom-esque on the purple Parasite. That is card number 52 to the 2 spot. Also Paul. Decent sized stack here. Left in little soups. Alright, purple classic cover. Mr. Miracle, escape artist himself. Lex Luthor. Steppenwolf. Come on that magic carpet ride. Superman number 15 classic cover. That is card number 3 spot. That is Billy. And then a Kellex purple. Card number 22 to the 2 spot. That is Paul K. Alright, another purple and Revenge Squad. Alright, Ultraman. Steel. Lorzad. Mon Pa Kent. On the purple, that is card number 10 to the 0 spot. That is Paul. General Zod on the Revenge Squad. That is card number 5. Revenge Squad insert set. Number 5 is Corey. 4 packs to go with Superman. And then I think we'll try a little Deadpool. Alright, we have got serial number. Another Steel. That is our cover artist on the packaging. Desaad. Brainiac on the purple. Brainiac is card number 82. 2 spot is Paul. Bizarro on the Revenge Squad insert. That is card number 11. That is Billy. Metallo is our serial numbered red. Red Heat Vision, numbered 308 out of 1938. That is card number 75. That goes to the 5 spot and Corey. The base set on these they're gorgeous looking cards. Inserts though, it's the red and the green. I don't know, maybe the green just because it's prismatic, or geometric. I dig them. Be a fun little set to put together, I'll tell you that. Calabac, Cosmic Boy, Kellex, Perry White, Editor-in-Chief. That is card number 4 to the 4 spot. That is Brian. And then All-Star Superman, number 1 on the classic covers. That is card number 15, the 5 spot, in Corey. All right, 2 left in Superman. Then we will go to Deadpool. Oh, I remember that. Now, that's not a classic cover on this one, but I do remember when Superman's suit was electrified. Ma and Pa Kent, Purple Superboy. That is card number 16. The 6th spot, that is Steve. Lois Lane on the World of Metropolis insert. That is card number 2. That is Paul K. There you go. They call him the Blue Superman. We all call him the Electrified Superman. Classic covers. Superman 75, The Death of Superman, at the Hands of Doomsday. That is card number 11. That goes to Billy. Iconic cover right there. They killed him just to sell some books and then bring him right back. All right, Ben Troop, Parasite, Jor-El and Laura, Purple Superman, I like that, and a Brainiac Revenge Squad number 2. That is Paul. The Superman Purple is card number 70, the 0 spot. That is also Paul. Nice fun break there on that one. All right, so let's move to Deadpool. If you have not seen these cards, they're beautiful. These things are going like $50 a blaster. And you can't find them. I mean, they're not up there yet with Topps football blasters, but... Okay, come on. These are empty. 7 packs. Is it 4 cards per pack? Yep. Typical Chrome. All right, here we go. Deadpool. Hot product. All right, card number 1, Subdued by Cassandra. There's a lot, like I said, of Deadpool Wolverine cards, like Ladypool, who is Blake Lively. The Nefarious Cassandra Nova. And then how about an Old Man Logan on the comic book Gold? Old Man Logan. That is card number 9. 999. Tommy on Old Man Logan. Actually, who got the Ladypool? Card number 27. That is Pete, with Blake Lively playing Ladypool. And that is a sought-after card. Oh, all right. We like low-numbered cards. TVA office. Toad. There can be all sorts of Deadpool-type stuff in there. Toad, obviously, from the comic books. Searching for Logan. And then how about a green? These are numbered out of 99. 98 out of 99. A daring escape of Deadpool and Wolverine. 98 out of 99 in the green parallel. That is nice. That is card number 90, the 0 spot. And Paul, nice hit right there. We love low-numbered parallels. And these cards are selling for some money. I mean, how crazy would it be if we actually got a Ryan Reynolds or, what's his face, Wolverine? Oh my God. You know what I'm talking about. I'll think of it. It'll come to me. Old man brain setting in. All right, next pack. Sabretooth. Cowboy Pool. Who's got Cowboy Pool? 36, 6 spot. That is Steve. A Pool's best friend. That freaky dog. And Refractor of Peter. People love Peter. That is card number 23, the Jordan card. That is going to Billy. Billy's got a Peter. All right, next one. We've got Baby Diamonds, I think. Gambit. Deadpool finds his Logan. The Topps Future Stars of Kidpool. Card number 7, that is Pete. Kidpool on a Future Star insert. Love that. And then the mini diamonds. Did I call them baby diamonds? Yeah, I think I did. Mini diamonds into Logan's Mind. That is not serial numbered, but a nice parallel there. That is card number. Oh boy, is that one small. 88. Patty Kane again. 8 spot. Steve. Nice parallel there. Yeah, the Deadpool cards are nice. Actually, you know what? That should be turned that way. My luggage. What do we have here? All over the place. Oh, there is our Daring Escape Basel card. There's a Pyro. All or Nothing. And an X-23 on Deadpool Icons. That is card number 5. That is Corey. X-23, very popular character. All right, 2 more. The first Deadpool box. Then we'll go to Marvel Chrome after this one. Oh, another mini diamond. Let's start from the back though, because Cover Stars. That's a nice Wolverine one there. That is Cover Star insert set number 6. That's Steve. The adventure begins. The opening credit scene for Deadpool Wolverine. Welshpool. And Quill on the mini diamonds. That is not a serial number, but that is card number 45, the other Michael Jordan card. Corey on that one. Let's get that penny sleeve. All right, last Deadpool Chrome card. Dopinder. Waking up in a den of rebels. There's a Colossus. Did that go to the C card? Nope, that is card number 6. And Deadpool Icons, Elektra. More like Daredevil Icon. But that is card number 7. That goes to Pete. All right, let's go to Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then we'll finish out with the last 2. This is a fun break. And how about that pricing? Let me know if you guys want to run this back. We can do it again. That would be another fun one to do. There's our empty. There are our packs. There's me opening. Oh, these are some cards. I have not seen these. From Daredevil, Born Again. Kingpin on that one. Echo, Agent Carter. Then how about the Ray Wave of Dr. Christine Palmer from Phase 3. I like that they put the phases of the Marvel universes on there, or Marvel Cinematic Universes on there. That is the Ray Wave parallel. Okay. These cards are nice. I have not seen these. Oh, I like these. Druid. Oh, Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury. There's John Walker, U.S. agent. From Captain America Brave New World. Sneaking into Echo 1. Alright. Oh, I saw the Guardians logo. Nice. Oh, Ray Wave coming. Alright, Jan Rogue. Refractor. Refractor of Baby Groot. Who got Baby Groot? That is card number 73. The 3 spot. Billy with a Baby Groot. Mel from Thunderbolts. That is insert number 11 going to the 1 spot. That's Billy. And then Jennifer Kale on the Ray Wave. That is a not rookie. It's a debut. Jennifer Kale from Agatha All Along. I have not seen Agatha All Along. Well, that is a show to come out of WandaVision. But Ray Wave of Jennifer Kale. And that is card number 166. That goes to the 6th spot and Steve. Alright, Refractor coming. Dr. Arnim Zola. Dreykov. The Thing. Khonshu from Moon Knight. That is card number 130 to the 0 spot. And that is Paul. Hold, please, for 1 second. We just got a call coming in, and I do have to take it. I apologize. We will remain on screen here. Just bear with me 1 second. All right, sorry about that, guys. Back for the rest of Marvel Cinematic Universe. Dr. Ho Yinshin. Yes, Mickey Rourke. Mantis on the Ray Wave. That's a good one. Card number 72. That is Paul. Okay. These penny sleeves sticking together. There we go. How about a Captain America from Brave New World? Card number 1. 1 spot. That is Billy. Alright. You got a Prism. Prism Refractor. Sylvie. Hope Van Dyne. Milena Voskov. Bruce Banner is the Hulk on a Prism. That is not serial number, but that is card number 27. 7 spot. That goes to Pete. I do like that we are spreading the wealth around. Right. And Ray Wave. Prince Yan. Daredevil Born Again. Insert Murdoch and Fisk sit down together. The Hawkeye. And Sidewinder, played by Seth Volker on the Ray Wave. Also, a debut. Alright, so we will do Deadpool, and then we will end on Spidey. And if you tuned in late, or you just want to listen to my voice some more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. This break will be posted. It will actually be posted later tonight due to doctor's appointment. There is our empty. Alright, there's Blind Al. Mercenary Melee. Nightcrawler on the Icons insert. And Pyro. That is a puffy pack. Let's see, are there less than 4 cards? Nope. 4 cards. Pool's best friend with that dog. Gambit. Deadpool finds his Logan again. This pack looks familiar. And cover stars. Slash 'em Up, Deadpool, and Wolverine. Card number 22. That goes to the 2 spot and Paul. Alright, Pyro again. Another Welsh pool. Waking up in a den of rebels, and the Fantasticar. One of the best scenes ever when everybody went nuts for having Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Oh, I probably should have said spoiler alert. The movie's been out for 4 years, whatever. Alright, Refractor coming, there it is. Head pool, head down. Colossus, disrupting Cassandra's plot. And Toad on the Refractor. That is card number 40, the 0 spot. That is Paul. And that is also the actor that played Darth Maul in the first Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but I know I got an autographed 8x10 somewhere of that All right, Mini Diamonds coming. Archangel on the comic book gold insert set. That is card number 15 to the 5 spot. That's Corey. There's another Peter. All or Nothing. And Mini Diamonds of Minutemen in Pursuit. Card number 49. The 9 spot getting some love. That is Tommy. All right. Aftermath. Adventure Begins. Refractor on the opening credits of the Adventure Begins again. Let's get that penny sleeved. That is card number 47. So a couple base and the refractor for the 7 spot of this, which is Pete. Deadpool Icons Cable. That is card number 2. That is Paul. And our last Deadpool. Ooh, Mini Diamonds. And a Future Star. All right. Domino. The Scheming Mr. Paradox. There we go. Sabretooth on the Mini Diamonds. That is card number 41 for the 1 spot. That is Billy. And then Golden Age Deadpool Future Star. Card number 4. That is Brian. Let me get this stack out the way. And then let's get Spidey going. Okay. These are kind of figured from the box design. These are going to be the same way Avengers were. There's our empty. You know what? I'm just going to open all these to get them out of the way. Bless your hearts for sitting through this break. Hopefully I'm not too boring for you. You know what we can actually do? Let's push this garbage down. Let's do that. There is a lot of packaging material in 2024 Upper Deck Marvel products. Holy Jesus. You know what? Let's do a super rip. Packs are so freaking thick. Definitely a different wrapper. Okay, so border design, they're doing the Topps route. Border design, same as Avengers, which the base on these are red, kind of like Spidey colors, so I do like that. These cards look like they do pop right off the cardboard. And don't forget, guys, baseball coming up next. I will list that in the next day or so. That is going to be all 2026 Topps products. Series 1 flagship is in there. Heritage is in there, as well as the new Celebration. So, nice, fun, cheap baseball product rip. The way prices are going, we will take any deals on pricing that we can get. Then after we break the baseball, about a week after that, which should put us, I'm thinking probably at the very end of round 2 of the Stanley Cup or at the beginning of round 3, we'll do the pucks. By the way, take a look at Skybox Metal Universe Hockey. Just came out. Monster
hits have been pulled out of that. Hockey, the most affordable and best value for the money, I say, out of any product. All right, here is Spidey. Look at these. The red borders are awesome with that foil. But there is Venom, Norman Osborn, Mania, Brother Voodoo. There is the Battle Time Spider-Man and Mr. Negative. That is, oh, there's a red Battle Time Spider-Man and Sandman. So the Spider-Man and Mr. Negative, card number 18, that goes to the 8 spot. So that's Steve M. The red background is card number 14. That goes to the 4 spot. Who's got the 4 spot? That's a good-looking card. Brian. Actually, let's do them like this. Okay, let's get... Okay, you like the light, right? Alpha. Havoc. There's a monumental cover of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man number 39. That is card number 17, going to the 7 spot. And Pete, Ghost Rider. That's that new Ghost Rider. I don't know about that one. Spider-Man Green Goblin on the Battle Time, card number 3. That is Billy. Shroud. Mary Jane. Spider-Man versus Black Cat, card number 5. Looks like BTS. That'd be like the Dylan card. 5 is Corey. Spider-Girl. Thor. Falcon. Nick Fury. That definitely is not the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury. Beast. I'll let you know if we get one of those colored foil backgrounds. I haven't seen one yet. Spidey and the X-Men. Spider-Man and Shocker. Card number 22. 2 spot is Paul. Spider-Man and Lizard. That's a regular. That is card number 19 to the 9 spot and Tommy. Scream, Ben Parker. Spidey and Medusa, card number 16 to the 6 spot is Steve. New Avengers. Spider-Man and Mysterio. Not Rey Mysterio, just Mysterio. Card 13 to the 3 spot and Billy. Monumental covers. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man number 90. That is card number 20, and that goes to the 0 spot. That is Paul. Captain America. Battle Time of Carnage, card number 10 in the 0 spot, which is Paul. Iron Man. There we go. Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a blue parallel. Spidey Wonder Man. Wonder Man, card number 68. That is Steve. Black Panther. Moon Knight. Madam Web. Let's do this half stack and then the other. Oh. Them battle times are throwing me off. I'm like, oh, we got something. Hulk. Alpha. We want sketch cards, but we will take a blue battle time of Spider-Man versus Rhino. That is card number 25 to the 5 spot in Corey. That's a beautiful looking card. Beautiful. Flash Thompson. Spidey versus Vulture, card number 9. 9 spot is Tommy. Anti-Venom. Havoc. Mary Jane. Spidey versus Black Cat again. Card number 5 to Corey. There is the red parallel, or the red FX, I should say, of Ben Parker. That is card number 3. That goes to Billy. Kazar. Toxin. Spider-Girl. Beast. Monumental cover, Spider-Man number 50. The first appearance of Wilton Fisk. That one is card number 3. 3 spot in Billy. Also known as the Kingpin. Spider-Man Sandman, Battle Time, card 14, 4 spot. That's Brian. Spidey in his own card. Professor X, X-Men. Spidey and Medusa again. That is 16 to the 6 spot, which is Steve. And then Spidey Mysterio to the 3 spot, which is Billy. All right, last few of the break. Can we get a sketch? Let's actually move these to the back so we don't got to do all the flipping. All right, last stack here. Thor, Hulk on the blue. That is a blue Hulk. That is card number 40 to the 0 spot. That is Paul. Mayday Parker. Spidey Venom. There we go. That is card number 6 to Steve. Iron Man. Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a bronze Wonder Man. hoping that would be serial numbered. It is not, but that is the bronze. That is card number 68. 8 spot. That is Steve. Hercules. Harry Osborn. Blade. Gwen Stacy. May Parker. All right, Battle Times. Spidey and the Sinister Six. That is card number 4 to Brian. Amazing Fantasy 15. That is the first appearance of Spider-Man on the Monumental covers. That is card number 10 to the 0 spot and Paul. And then we end on Spidey versus Hydro Man. That is card number 21 to the 1 spot and Billy. All right, guys, that will do it for the break. That was a fun one. We need to run that back. Let me know if you guys want to do that again, and we will do it. But a quick hit recap. Out of Superman, Red Metallo, numbered out of 1938. That goes to the 5 spot and Corey. Green Mixoplitic, out of 499 to the 4 spot. That is Brian. Toyman, out of Superman as well, to the 3 spot, and Billy. Out of Avengers, out of 499, Hercules. That is card number 9 to the 9 spot. That is Tommy. Alternate Universe Hulk, out of Avengers, out of 499. That is card number 23. That is to Billy. And then a Daring Escape, nice low number 98 out of 99, out of the Deadpool Chrome. That is a green. That is number 90. Right? My eyes aren't wrong. Yes, that is 90. 90. The 0 spot and Paul. Fun break, guys. Thanks for filling that. Thanks for jumping in. And let's run that one back. Otherwise, stay tuned for baseball, which will be posted later in the week. And I will have this video up on YouTube later tonight. See you then.